All right, it's opening day at the Salt River. A lot of people look forward to this for a long time, wanting to beat the heat, float down the river. The people who want to do that, they wasted no time. Look at how many of them out there.
Yeah.
Huge lines this morning to get the tubes.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are eager to get outside, and then of course you have the weather. Like the weather was like we were talking about with Ashley. It was hot, but it wasn't too hot. Kind of nice to be outside.
Yeah, definitely a good day to do that. But if you are looking to enjoy the water, there are some things you need to keep in mind.
Yeah, because of course COVID-19, everyone must wear a mask while renting tubes and then while on the shuttle bus. The shuttle bus, as Maria Hechanova explains, those are the only changes taking place.
It is opening weekend for Salt River Tubing, but before you grab your tube and rent it out, you'll have to know there are certain guidelines you have to follow because of COVID-19. They have spray paint lines right here on the ground as you are about to rent your tube. So we don't want you to end up on this backboard, right? So that's why we have Maricopa County Sheriff's Deputy Cecilini here with us. What are some of the top safety tips you have for people who decide to spend their weekend floating down the river?
With the increased temperatures, people need to make sure they stay very hydrated and drink lots of water. And remember that even though they're coming out and enjoy themselves and they're probably going to be drinking alcoholic beverages, to always have a designated driver, whether it's here on the river or have a designated boater when you're out on our lakes, so that everybody stays safe.
So are you guys going to be enforcing social distancing? How has COVID-19 changed your job?
We want to see people complying with the CDC and the governor's recommendations. We will do our best to educate people and hope that through education we get voluntary compliance so everybody maintains that safe family atmosphere that we want to keep out here on the river and the lakes.
Now I know you're a paramedic. If for some reason someone gets in trouble, are you able to do rescue breaths and help?
All the Lake Patrol deputies and the first responders that work in this area are trained on CPR and in basic first aid, including they've issued pocket masks that come with one-way valves so that they're able to safely and adequately take care of our visitors into our area.
And that's a one-way tube,
It's a
right?
one-way valve to keep our first responders and our deputies safe when they're giving rescue breaths.
All right, Deputy Cecilini, thank you so much for all of those tips. Again, the big things to keep in mind, like he said, make sure you have a designated driver and make sure that you don't underestimate what sun, water, and alcohol can do to you. Back to you.
All right, that was Maria Hechanova out there at the tube rental. Thanks, Maria. Now, there are a couple other things for you in addition to just the 6 feet apart at the tube rental site. Officials also want you to try to maintain distance while you're on the river itself. Guests do have to wear a mask. You can bring one, but they're even handing free bandanas out just to help with that. The bus capacity has been reduced down to 15 riders, and each night they're going to be sanitizing those buses with hospital-grade disinfectants.
Arizona tubers, when you get out there on the river, please practice safe distancing. You can be recreationists that can be models for being responsible on the lower Salt River.
Employees will get their temperatures checked when they come to work. Right now, there are no plans to sanitize the tubes. They say they keep them outside in dry air and high heat.